Human brains were never designed to exist alone. From the very beginning of life, our nervous system develops in connection with others. A baby cannot regulate emotions, stress, or safety by itself. It relies on faces, voices, touch, and presence. This need does not disappear with age. It becomes wired deeply into the brain. When social contact disappears, the brain does not interpret this as neutral or peaceful. It interprets it as danger. Silence becomes a signal. Isolation activates ancient survival systems designed to protect us from abandonment and exclusion. In early human history, being alone often meant death. So the brain evolved to treat social disconnection as a serious threat. This is why loneliness hurts physically. The pain is real because the brain processes social loss in the same regions that process physical pain. Isolation is not just emotional discomfort, it is a biological alarm. Without regular social interaction, dopamine levels begin to decline. Dopamine is not only the pleasure chemical. It is the neurotransmitter responsible for motivation, curiosity, and meaning. It tells the brain that life is worth engaging with. When dopamine drops, the world begins to feel dull and colorless. Tasks that once felt meaningful lose their pull. Motivation fades. Even enjoyable activities feel empty. This is why isolation often leads to emotional numbness, low energy, and depression. The brain is not lazy. It is deprived of the stimulation it evolved to receive through connection, shared attention, laughter, validation, and emotional resonance. Without these inputs, the brain struggles to generate purpose on its own. The amygdala is the brain's threat detection system. It constantly scans the environment for signs of danger. In healthy social environments, human interaction provides safety cues, facial expressions, tone of voice, and emotional feedback that signal everything is okay. In isolation, these safety signals disappear. The amygdala becomes overactive, filling the silence with imagined threats. Thoughts grow louder. Worries multiply. Anxiety increases. Neutral situations begin to feel unsafe. Over time, this constant hypervigilance exhausts the nervous system. Even when nothing is happening, the body remains tense. Relaxation becomes difficult. The brain forgets how to feel safe in stillness. Social interaction is not just emotional support, it is brain training. The prefrontal cortex, responsible for reasoning, impulse control, and emotional regulation, strengthens through interaction. Conversations, conflict resolution, empathy, and shared experiences all exercise this region. When isolation persists, the brain has fewer opportunities to practice emotional balance. The prefrontal cortex becomes less active. This leads to impulsive thinking, excessive rumination, and difficulty controlling emotional reactions. Isolation does not create weakness, it reduces regulation. The brain simply loses practice at staying balanced under emotional load. Loneliness also affects memory and concentration. Chronic isolation increases cortisol, the stress hormone. Elevated cortisol damages neural connections in the hippocampus, the region essential for learning and memory. As a result, focus becomes difficult. Memory feels unreliable. The mind feels foggy and slow. This is not imagination. The brain is under biochemical pressure. Long-term isolation literally changes brain structure, making thinking harder and emotional resilience lower. The brain is working against stress instead of learning. Over time, isolation rewires the brain's expectations. Silence becomes familiar. Solitude feels predictable. Connection, on the other hand, begins to feel overwhelming and unsafe. Social interaction now triggers anxiety instead of comfort. This creates a painful feedback loop. The brain avoids social contact to reduce immediate stress, even though connection is exactly what would heal it. Understanding this removes shame. This is not a personal failure. This is how the nervous system adapts to prolonged disconnection. The brain is trying to protect itself, but using the wrong strategy. The brain is not permanently damaged by isolation. Neuroplasticity means change is always possible. When safe social contact is reintroduced gradually, connection pathways begin to rebuild. Even brief positive interactions, a kind conversation, eye contact, shared laughter, start restoring dopamine balance and calming threat circuits. Healing does not require crowds. It does not require constant interaction. It requires meaningful contact where the nervous system feels safe. Small steps matter more than dramatic changes. Mindful awareness plays a powerful role in healing isolation stress. Slow breathing, grounding the body, and gentle self-compassion send safety signals to the nervous system. When the body relaxes, the brain follows. Cortisol levels decrease. Emotional balance slowly returns. These practices do not replace human connection, but they prepare the nervous system to receive it again. Calm makes connection possible. Connection does not always mean talking. It does not require perfect words or constant communication. Presence matters more than conversation. Understanding matters more than advice. The brain heals through felt safety, through being seen, heard, and emotionally attuned. Even quiet companionship can regulate the nervous system. Forced interaction without safety does not heal. Genuine presence does. If you are experiencing isolation, know this. Your brain is responding exactly as it was designed to. Loneliness is not proof of failure. It is a signal, a reminder of your biological need for connection. Awareness is the first step toward healing. Return to this video whenever silence feels heavy. Let it remind you that you are not broken. Your brain is asking for what it has always needed: safety, presence, and human connection.